2026. And we are doing your July 2026 monthly horoscope reading. Okay. Before we get into your cards or your tarot cards, so this is for your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Or if you have a stellium in Sagittarius, or okay, if you have a Sagittarius and your in your planets in your chart, or if you have a stellium in the 9th house. Okay, so this reading is going to be for you. We're going to take a look at what is going on in the sky. So right now there has been a few changes. Planets has changed their signs. So right now Mercury is retrograde, okay, in Cancer. So could be miscommunication at home. Okay, so avoid picking a fight with anybody at home or with your mom, or regarding assets, properties. Okay, but maybe it is gonna be a time that you guys will be talking about these things, or rehashing some things, or refining, or reevaluating, or recalculating something that has to do with a house, with your home. Babies, family making, or getting a home together, or moving into a home, getting a new car, anything about your car, or you might need to talk about what happened at a place you used to live in, or about a car that you used to drive. Okay, or a house that you were supposed to move into. So you are this Mercury retrograde is making you reflect on those things. And also this has to do or renovating, or maybe you're renovating your home, or your country, your home, your base, your home base. Since you know where some people face renovation after a flood, or a fire, a war, okay, or an earthquake. Okay, we sympathize for people who are watching from anywhere around the world that could be facing those tragedies at this time. Okay, we hope that you guys get the necessary funds that you guys need to get through anything that you guys need. Okay, or that you guys have a safer place to stay. And Venus just changed its sign into Virgo. Okay, you guys might find it more pleasing to do everyday work or your task, or to do to run some errands. Okay, or you could be meeting someone, or like the love of your life, the love of your life, in your everyday interaction, or when you're trying to accomplish your task. Okay, or you guys could feel like you're trying to beautify or bring in like pleasant pleasantness in your everyday work, or the way you're functioning every day, like maybe like listening to more music, or the way that you're interacting with people. You feel like there's more lightness. Okay, lightness, more love, more understanding. What's that? Ben? Oh yeah, you think so? Mm, yeah, probably, huh? What the heck? You could have the nicest things to say. Oh my goodness. Okay, thanks. Maybe this is a good. All right. Okay. Are you a Sagittarian, Ben? All right. Mm, what else? Um. Or I get distracted now by your silly joke. Okay. 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 Or maybe you have an admirer coming in, like while you're doing your um daily work, or whatever task that you need to accomplish. Okay. And then what else do we have? Jupiter just entered Leo. Okay. Um, you could feel like you are expanding your children, or you could be having more children at this time, or maybe you have an additional baby. Okay. Or maybe you feel like now you have to take care. Now you have to take care of more babies. Okay. Or you feel like your joy and happiness and wisdom are coming from children at this time, or you feel like you see more ads, or you see more things in public that are about children, and they just give you like joy. Okay, joy, or some type of wisdom, or they're trying to teach you to be a child again. Okay, they're trying to teach you to be a child again, or to reconnect with your inner child, or like, or to of what you felt like your adulthood have made you forget, to be like a little fun, or to like to not take things life too seriously, and to laugh a little. um and there is more things to life than our task, or our goals, or our ambition. Like, you feel like a child is full of hope whenever you interact with them. They're full of laughter, and then you it kind of like makes you reflect, like why do adults stop being happy, or they stop being joyful about little things, but like little children find happiness in the most simple things. And I feel like the more that you grow older, you make it more complicated. You make it more complicated to find happiness. You give yourself this standards about happiness, or that makes it more difficult for you to be grateful. And I feel like children at this time will be the one to be teaching you like what is happiness is, what is real happiness is. Okay, through children. or they could be teaching you new ways to expand yourself through creativity. um, maybe it is their unfearfulness or not holding back like a bit of their self that are that most adults become afraid, or it doesn't come off as an adult being afraid, but it comes off as an adult being having boundaries or having defense for no like it might come off as something like a defense mechanism, but you know it's our experience that we have experienced that made us to create those boundaries that you know we feel like we need to let anyone that comes our way know. But with children, they're so vulnerable, they're so sweet, they're so pure, and they find happiness in the most simple ways. And um, there's a lot that you can learn from a children or from a child, or like they're the one that like jumps into new opportunities, either if this has to pertain to art performance, like they have that spark of wonder, spark of joy. And then like adults are like a little more, they hold themselves back from doing those things anymore, and they forget why. Either they have been conditioned to always say no and not participate in life anymore. um and maybe it's the constant criticism that adults get from their fellow adults, okay, and it makes them like want to like shine on their self, and not like want to be joyful, be like a kid again. But like kids are like so unafraid, and they're like, oh yeah, let's go dance, yeah, let's go dance. Let's go sing, yeah, let's go sing. Or like adults these days are like, oh no. Okay, and you could develop a new way to expand yourself, expand, like learn more about yourself. Like if you learn about, like if you like to draw, or if you like to sketch, if you like to be more creative, you could feel like you're expanding your skills in creativity because you're inspired by a child, okay. And you can make money with it, okay. What else? Mars. So Mars is joining Gemini, and Uranus. Okay, so this would be like a time where we're probably putting in more effort in social medias, communications, telecommunications, net, marketing. Okay, social medias. There's a lot more action in social medias, or you feel like there's, or you could also feel like there's a suddenness in the news. You feel like, oh, like one day the news is uh like this is happening in this country, and then in an instant you're like, oh, another thing is going on, another storm, earthquake is going somewhere. It's like all suddenness, okay. And since Mars is there, it could be bringing in like conflicts, war, accidents, injuries. So there could be a lot of things that you could be seeing in social medias like those. All right, and then what else? So for Sagittarius, Okay, so you have Pluto. You have Pluto in opposition of Jupiter. So Pluto in your communication, in your immediate environment, in your siblings, marketing, sales, communication, talents, or skills. Pluto is there to renovate, transform, deconstruct, um, reform, reinnovate. So something that used to work before, it's probably not going to work anymore, okay? Regarding communications, data, informations, that has to pertain to individuals, groups, firms, institutions, networks, and that is an opposition of Jupiter. Jupiter is in your ninth house, so it is expanding your spirituality. You feel more positive about how you see religion or how you see beliefs, laws. You have more positivity in terms of those things, okay? But this is in opposition of what is going on currently in our community, okay? So this is something that is challenging it to make a change, but this is across Jupiter. So Jupiter and Pluto is, it's not an enemy planet, okay? But it definitely is wanting it to incorporate there. But so maybe what you learn from spirituality, beliefs, or laws, you are going to implement those knowledge and wisdom to create an enduring type of communication with your immediate surroundings. Okay, you feel like you could be more understanding at this time, or you feel like you could feel like you're gaining a lot more wisdom, and you feel like that is what you're bringing to your immediate environment to create this change, because you feel like it's necessary, but it's also feel like it's creating a change, or it's not like an overnight change, okay? um but that is well supported by Mars in Gemini and Uranus in Gemini, okay? Whatever that is, it, the changes that we need to make in your immediate surroundings, or in your siblings or aunt or uncle, are supported or necessary to make that change. um mm, mm-hmm. But you feel like, since Mars is across from you, it could be like people could be rubbing you the wrong way, or maybe your partner is going through a lot of change that could be challenging for you at this time. um, or maybe you feel like your partner is much more combative at this time, but this is only going to be for this month. This March is only going to stay here for this month. Okay. Or you feel like other people are more combative or want to pick a fight with you. Okay, so all right. Or you feel okay, you feel like there could be something that could be illuminated or be found out about your shared income, shared resources. Maybe you wanted to make an income, like on the side, and then you know it's something that you don't show with everybody else. Maybe it's like a side gig, or like a passive income, or a settlement offer. This could be a time where that could be found out, or maybe um or you feel like are gaining more of. Okay, you're gaining more of, or you're trying, or people could be more talking about it right now, or like they're trying to go back on a conversation about a shared resources. Okay, or sex. Or yeah, or something taboo. mm. Okay, what else? Saturn. Oh, Saturn is creating a difficult aspect, or a challenging aspect, with Mercury in retrograde in Cancer. So Saturn is right now on Aries. Okay, so there could be some issues or some obstacles that on people in authority or in positions of authority could be facing right now. And Mercury being in Cancer could make it more difficult, because it's urging you to go back to a time about an asset, properties, a home, or a family. Okay, and it's trying to make you accountable, or it's trying to make those people in authorities to be accountable. To be accountable. Okay. And then what else? Neptune. Neptune is also in Aries. Okay, so we kind of like see there could be arguments or conflicts regarding spirituality. Okay, or this could be a time where Neptune teaches people in authority, or positions of power, positions of authority, um, about the importance of kindness, of unconditional love, spirituality, and compassion when they are ruling, when they are leading, when they are world leaders. Um, is teaching to care more about the world, to care more about those who are suffering, to care more about those who have less. Okay, to care more about those people who are less fortunate. It is urging them to do things for them. Okay. Well, Neptune is here. Well, Neptune is probably 15 year. That's a 15-year orbit. So that is being supported by Uranus and Pluto. So all these are generational planets. And Jupiter. Right now, it's also being supported by Jupiter. Okay. to create a lasting change in our community. Okay, to create a lasting change for everyone, and to create more joy when it comes to ourself, to our creativity, for our children, um, to create a sudden change in the way we communicate to ourselves, to our neighbors, to our immediate environment, to our siblings. Okay, or maybe to innovate a solution through effective communication. All right. Okay, let's see what's in your cards. I want to do something different. I wanted to use this card. Okay, this oracle card for your reading. I don't know why, but I'm just being called to use this. We might like it, we might not, we might, or we might. Okay, let's see. For Sagittarius, let's see what's coming in for Sagittarius in the near future. What are the things that has occurred or are you leaving behind coming into mid-July? A King of Swords, but it is in reversed. You feel like in the past there is either a part of you that maybe was a little harsh, was a little oppressive, was a little rough in the edges, or you might have come off too asshole. Maybe in the past, okay? Or this could be a person in your life that maybe that you want to leave behind, or like maybe would you want to consider as a thing of the past, or maybe a person that might not have been the most easiest person to get along with, or might have been, you know, much more um mm, like mm, that have become oppressive, manipulative. They have tricks on their sleeves, um or could have just been outright a liar. Okay, or you feel like this could be you or somebody else. Okay, or that you might have felt like doesn't consider others' feelings or emotions, um except for getting their way. Okay, for getting their way is like what they say is what they say. Or they feel like, or this could be like a person who couldn't communicate effectively. It could be that, like, you feel like they're already grown, but you feel like their communication level is not up to par to like maybe their age, or like maybe they could have like illogical fallacies, or you feel like you can't get to the same page when you talk to this person, or you feel like you're just clashing ideas. Okay, um or you find them disagreeable. Okay, what about in your present in your present time? Okay, so in your present time, you feel like you need to withdraw from get the hangman, and you get the hangman and then the two of pentacles. You feel like in your present time, you feel like you have to take a look at things from a different perspective. You have to withdraw from a situation to look at things from a different perspective, regarding how you need to manage your money, how you need to spend your money, and where you need to be putting your money, or what you want to do with your money. Okay, and we're gonna see what is your current obstacle regarding that, or what could be opposing that. Overthinking. Okay, overthinking could I mean, you're already thinking. This is too much thinking. This is too much thinking. Too much thinking. This is postponement, suspension, but too much in your head. Okay. Like you're too much in your head. So it's getting in the way of attaining wisdom, or it slows down your progress. Okay, because there's either a lot of bickering or a lot of criticism that is uh, that is getting you to analysis paralysis. Okay, this is like a psychological warfare, or what you could be dealing with. Okay, maybe you have someone around you that is mean. Okay, is mean, or is trying to take control over your thoughts, or trying to take control of yeah, trying to take control over your thoughts, but like very mean. Okay, it's getting you into your head too much. All right. In the next future, in the near future, you have the moon. Okay, so here the moon, we have three women under the moonlight. Okay, so this one, you feel like being at home just gives you more peace. um and this one, you usually have some, this usually represent anxiety, or you don't know what's going to go on in the future. But here, instead of fear and animals or anything that could symbolize fear, here you have three women that are like being supported with one another. Okay, through uncertainty. Okay, and you guys are just, nothing is clouding their moon, nothing is clouding their emotions. Okay, and you can see things, and they can enjoy, like, a night out and with a view. Okay, night out with a view, and they're holding on to each other. Okay, yeah, maybe these are three women that like keeps you emotionally stable at this time. Okay. Okay, so let's see, Sagittarius, what are you going to be dealing with for the month of July? Bloom. Flowers. Flowers, maybe you could be dealing with flowers. Maybe someone will be giving you flowers, or you could be or you could be dealing with giving somebody some flowers. And a child. Child, look at that. Meow. Your child. It's like picking at you. It's like, Daddy, what you doing? Or like maybe it right now is the time where you feel like your child is blooming. Your child is coming of age, or you feel like your child is growing up, and they make you happy. Yeah, they're like blooming, or like they're like starting to grow, and you're like, oh no, don't grow up yet. Okay. Or maybe bloom or flowers could be important at this time. Or maybe like your child could be working at a workshop or flower shop. Healing. Or you could also be dealing with healing, or you could be dealing with healing at this time. Or healing. Ego. Or ego. This could symbolize ego, okay? Or not wanting to listen to someone else. Or like maybe stubborn. Maybe like they're stubborn, okay? Ego. Or like maybe someone that likes, maybe they feel like they're too high up on their on their horse. This is an ego, but I'm getting like somebody that, like, you know, that feels like they're high up on their horse, okay, with how I'm getting here. Okay. Let's see who else you could be dealing with. Or a wise person. You could be dealing with a wise person. Wise person. Or someone who has been enlightened. A wise person or someone who has been enlightened. Or you could be facing with someone enabling their bad behaviors, or someone who could be going through like a difficult time, okay? Or you feel like you could be you could be dealing with a freelancer or an independent artist. Maybe they're a dancer, singer, comedian, artist, music, works in music, or a composer, or somewhere in entertainment, or an actor or an actress, or film, or beauty, modeling, photography, or makeup artist, okay? Or maybe they're very philosophical. Or you could also be dealing with a technological progress or abuse of technology. Abuse of technology, okay? So here we have a lot of swords, okay? There could be a lot of, make sure that abuse of technology, maybe you're dealing with some hackers, or uh, or you could be dealing with negative news. Maybe there's a lot of negative news everywhere, and then that's already what's going on in the world. And then there's also this person that like want to control your mind and wants to get you in your head, or maybe it's being too critical for its own sake, and it's not, and what they say is not something that you can learn from, okay? It's just critical, okay? Speaking critical of you, all right? And What else? Let's see what do these people want to tell you. Okay. If what about this child? What about this child? What does it want to tell you? Your own child wants to lecture you. I was just saying that, like, you feel like this would be a time where, like, children could be teaching you something. Okay, they want to tell your child want to tell you, please think before you act. Think before you act. What about this person who is in bloom? What do they want to tell you? They are ready, or this could be your child. Okay, they're ready. What else? Let's do, what about, or maybe this is someone that you gave flowers to. Okay, let's see. You make them want to do bad things. Maybe you gave them a flower. They want to tell you, oh, you want to tell them, or they want to tell you to seek professional advice. What about this person who is healing? Or you could be going through some healing. They want to tell you, you matter. You matter. What about the ego? They want to ask you if they've lost everything. Have they lost everything? And they want to say they're sorry. This could be, maybe you've had disagreement with this person. Maybe, you know, in the past, you know, maybe things were tensed, and maybe you guys are going too much at each other, or maybe you're like butt-heading each other. Or your ideas are not always like, you know, maybe this is your opposite sign. Maybe this is a person who's a Gemini, and like you guys could be like head-butting too much. It's like you don't know what it is. You just can't get on the same page. What about this person who is enlightened or wise person? What do they want to tell you? They feel the same way. That love is the answer. They're agreeing with you. Oh. And they left because you told them to. What about an enabler? What do you want to tell them? They're a very jealous person. Maybe that's why they're enabling you, just so they don't see another person to have much more. Because if they have much more, then they get jealous. What about this freelancer, independent artist, the one in entertainment or beauty, or a dancer? They want you. They need time for them. They want to start a family with you. What about this technological progress? They want a fresh start with you. To abuse your technology. I don't think so. Oh, they want to tell you that they never imagined so much perfection. So they want to have a fresh start with you because they never imagined so much perfection. And they dream about you a lot. Okay. How about, what are the external factors that could be contributing to your situation? Okay, let's see. You feel like there's like a deja vu aspect to this situation. You feel like there's history, or this has happened in the past, or you feel like there's a recurring pattern. Okay, a recurring pattern. You feel like you've seen this before. It like nothing seems to change. Or you could be dealing with a union, or a reconciliation, or coming back, or trying to make it work, or a second chance. Or you could be dealing with a divorce, a breakup, not looking back, differences, or finality. What else could be going on around you? Someone could be investigating a situation, or could be looking into things. Okay. Trying to show proof, a validation, a confirmation, or someone wants to look for the truth. Okay. Like maybe if there's like some inconsistency in anything or information, or if there's have been an abuse of technology, something's trying to keep you in your mind, or someone wants to look closely in your situation. Okay, it says I love you, love you, love you. Okay, so maybe if you are in a marriage, that you could be going through a divorce, or maybe if you had gone through a breakup or some differences or a fight, they could be looking into those and like studying your um the way you interact with each other, with people. Okay. Okay. So aside from all these things that is going on around you, where does the Holy Spirit wants you to focus your energy on? Oh, this is very strong. Okay. If in the past you came out as someone who is very disagreeable, harsh, oppressive, or um like people don't usually get along with, the Holy Spirit wants you to focus on leave that behind, and um don't become don't become this person. Don't become a someone who has grown, like, or has hardened their heart, or has maybe you can show this person your old self of how you can lead, how you can lead in these times or in this circumstance where you feel like you might not be unsure of what you need to do, but you have support around you. You have feminine support around you that lets you soften a little, but like also makes you want to be like the man in your household, and to like take on this challenge like head on, and be, you know, be very headstrong, or like lead with good leadership skills, and like very decisive and action oriented at this time, even if you feel like there's a lot of people that are trying to keep you in your head, or trying to be overly critical of you. Okay. The Holy Spirit wants you to focus on keeping your mind to your goals. Okay, or like keep your eye on the prize. Okay. Yeah. And you feel like the heavens supports that. Okay. Or you have extra lights, like it's already like light, like it's already light, but you feel like there's like stars in the sky that like wants to like make your day extra bright. Or like maybe it's guiding your way. Okay, you feel like you have God supporting you in this. Okay. But this is being more relaxed than someone who's more combative about their goals, or combative about their ambition. This is someone who can relax. Okay. This, but like being more decisive in action for, or action oriented, in accomplishing their goals and their task. So as long as you are putting in your effort, you know, this one is not, he doesn't have to bully, or he doesn't need to be combative to achieve his goals. He just needs to make progress and decisive actions. Okay. Um okay, let's go for advice. Let's see. Um let's see what comes up for um um your love. Okay, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So keep an open mind, because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You deserve love. You are lovable. No matter, like, if someone is not appreciating you right now, um you are being you are you're being urged that you deserve love. Okay, you deserve love, and you are just as much as lovable, okay, than that you show to somebody else, okay? That you deserve the same love in return. And passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, okay? Allow yourself to feel the feels, okay? Snake. Resilient. The ant reminds you that great things are built through small, consistent steps. Your perseverance is your superpower. Superpower. So persevere in your goals, like I said earlier. And deer, meaning silent. The deer moves with gentle awareness. Practice compassion for yourself and others, and move through life with a sensitive heart. I don't really see, oh, okay. I don't really see a lot of cups in your reading. So maybe try to incorporate a little love in your everyday task or work for this coming month. Or maybe your child could help you bring in that softness, that love, that kindness. You have here the moon. Okay, so this also could pertain to like a full illumination uh of your emotions. Okay, or you feel like you could be feeling more sensitive um for on a full moon. Let's see when the next full moon is. mm. Oh, so it's coming up. Okay. um yeah, so we have here two moons. Okay, bright full moon. Okay, it's not clouding your emotions. You feel something so clear that you're recognizing this three women who has been there for you, who has you might feel like there could be your main support system that could be there for you, that has holding themselves together through all these uncertainties that is going on in your life. And you could feel like, oh, they make you feel a little sensitive, and they make you feel like you are supported, even if like there are some people that like keeps you that wants to keep you in your head, or that wants to bully you. They want to tell you nice or unkind things, and you have your child here that is keeping things sweet, or that is keeping life sweet. And okay, so move through life with a sensitive heart, where you might feel like um, this moon is bringing in more emotions. Maybe this has to pertain about your mom. Or, oh wait, that's a new moon, okay? But I don't know why there's a feeling of, okay, oh, on the full moon, okay? So this is gonna be at the end of the month. You could be feeling like a little more sensitive. Yeah, it might be about your mom, because we have the moon here. Or this could be about a community, or you could find out something about a community or network. Okay. Or a sibling, because Aquarius is in your third house. Or you could find out something about your neighbors, or your neighbors will be in full elimination, like all of their, if they've been trying to keep something under the wraps, that would be like a time like where you see them, you see what they're about. um or like a communication, or like a sibling or a neighbor, social medias, or community. Mm. Here, you also have the snake, meaning healing. Okay, so with this, I feel like this full moon would like cleanse you. It would be like, a release of emotional baggage, like that has been like storing negativity in your body. The snake sheds its skin, symbolizing healing and rebirth. Release what no longer serves you to make way for vital new growth. Octopus, meaning adaptable. The octopus teaches that the art of fluidity. Be intelligent, flexible, and willing to change your form to navigate complex emotional waters. Okay. So we have a new moon in the next few days. Um, and you could be feeling like you feel an invigorated way of starting something new in terms of a house, a family, your mom, your home. Um, um, or um, okay. All right, let's see if you have any more advice for Sagis. Just look at your child, or just look at little children. Um, Fun and adventure, meaning joy. It's time to play and get reacquainted with your childlike self, like I told you earlier. Open up to your sense of adventure and fantasy. You've been way too serious and moving through the motions. Snap out of it and have some fun. 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 Okay, don't be too overcritical of yourself just because there are probably a group of people that wants to take you down, or you feel like are attacking you, or you feel like are critiquing you harshly. Okay, so lift yourself up and be like, all this too shall pass. This too shall pass. What is that? Okay. This too shall pass. Okay. What else? Okay, let's get your card from the spirit. What does the spirit want to ask you? Plantain, meaning adaptation, recovery, and gentleness. How can you be kinder to the parts of you still healing? How can you be kinder to the parts of you still healing? All right, Sagittarius, whatever it is that you are going through, I know that you would be able to get through it with the power of your mind and with the strength of your team. Okay, let's see, one last advice to like lift up the mood. Okay, whoo. All right, rainbow, you are a jewel even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. All right, just trust. Okay, this too shall pass. This is just a phase. All right. Okay, that is all I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here with me. And I'll see you again in my next reading. Till next time. Bye. Loves you.